And welcome back to the Rally Report podcast. Very excited for today's guest. Been meaning to have him on for quite some time now, but he's very famous for keeping himself under the radar. So I'm really glad he's joining us today. Welcome, Youssef Soliman. How's the season so far? Just wanted to catch up real quick at the beginning of like what you think of your season so far.
It's been a good season so far. I feel like, I was hoping to, like, I just finished Malaysia with my last tournament of the half of season. I think actually I'm performing better. I was hoping to get, to make it like a better ending, but, it is what it is. And I think, have a okay break now to get ready for the second half.
Would love to hear more about that final. You had Youssef Ibrahim in the semifinals, and then you had Ian Yao.
Ibrahim,
Ian Yao, who's also in good form right now.
Very good form. Very good form. Yeah.
Did that kind of throw you off? Because I know you guys are very close in rankings, all of you guys. I think I'm asking because I was thinking that you'd probably win that final, and kind of came across as a surprise result to me, even though you guys are so close in the rankings. Do you think it was more of like semifinals, tough semifinals legs, or just game plan didn't match up?
I think as part of being a better player is to back up matches like my match with Youssef in the semifinals. The thing with playing with Youssef, it's you do more mileage than him for sure. Like he's like a storm, so he's throwing winners, and you'll do more mileage than him. It took from me a lot. I don't know why, but and then I have no idea. I think. Yao came with a very good tactics, and he made the rallies long. And then I think I was forcing it. I said I will be okay. My body will fire up. I will get into it. I'll get into it. I think I had just to adjust to his tactics, and just I said, I'm relying on my physicality most of the time. So yeah, I just needed to be smarter, and I think I don't want to take anything from Yao. I think he played very well, and it was a special moment from him, in Kuala Lumpur, in front of his family, in front of his in front of his home crowd. So he's a very close friend of mine. I was happy for him, but I think definitely I'm looking forward to playing him again, hopefully soon. But yeah, he's been playing well, and I'm happy to see him playing well. So.
And I was going to ask now. So you played that Malaysia Open. There's obviously Singapore Open happening right now, and there's the Hong Kong Open. There's also Qatar. There's so many fucking tournaments happening right now, and I know I was asking Amir, who was on the episode last time, about there's like diamond, platinum. There's so many going on. I'm curious, as someone who's ranked as high as you are, how do you go about deciding which tournaments to play or not? Because I'm sure some make no sense for your ranking points.
Yeah, I think it's Platinums is quite tough right now. It's first round. Like I remember, I played the first round. I played Ali Abu Lamim. Then I played and then the other round I played the first round. I played Ibrahim. That was my first match of the season. I played Ibrahim. I couldn't remember, but Platinums is crazy. Like, and the thing is, I don't want to play like 1, 2, 3 matches, and then you play one of the top 4. So you need to have this, to mix it with a tournament that you'll play to win. You want to play to win and feel like you're number 1 seed, number 2 seed, and expect yourself to win, and, play like a proper tournament. It's good for you. It's good to feel this, get this, winning feeling, It's okay, to do a good performance against, the top guys, and know you are getting closer. That's good for sure. But you need as well not to forget, I need to play to win. I need to have the pressure on me, and I don't want to be the underdog. No, people like, when you play the bronze events, I feel like people actually don't feel they are they're feeling pressure while they're playing you. So they throw, winners from everywhere. You get this, and you have to to play. If you're not feeling okay, you have to find a way to win. It's a different feeling. So it's good to get this bronze events, and it's good decent points as well. If you did well, it's very decent points, and it's good. I'm relying on bronze event actually in my ranking.
The draw in the beginning of the season has been nonsense. I feel like, especially with you. You've played. I mean, you mentioned as well with Ali Abu and Youssef. Is there something wrong with the draws, or is it just really the depth of the tour right now is just so deep, especially at the 10 to 20 mark?
I think the platinums is they are protecting the top eight, and then that's it. So if you're outside the top eight,
It's random.
it's you're in a very yeah, it's very you're in very tricky position. Uh,
Oh, I didn't know that.
so yeah,
They don't, they stop the seeds at 8 and then it's random right afterwards.
yes, like it's random afterwards. So yeah, it's but yeah, as well, like it's not just me. It's you saw a couple of times Paul with Joel and then
Yeah.
first round Qatar. Like it was lots of ridiculous first rounds. Uh, so it's okay. Like I think you still need to do the platinums. You still need to do. I think they did this diamond thing, but I'm not sure if it's going so well. It's I think they it meant I think they needed four diamond event something like that, and then no one signed up. Just we had the Egyptian Open, then we had the British Open, and that's it.
Why did not a lot of people sign
So
up for the diamond? Do you know why?
I think it costs more, and and I have no idea. Like I'm not. Some people, they go and get in touch with the Lee Mitchell and they get all the info, but I'm not that kind of person. I just okay, you guys, you did this. Weird weird thing of the schedule. So yeah, I think it's easier for them to organize a platinum or a gold event. So everyone is sticking to the platinums and the gold events. It's easier and you will get top players playing. So it's good for them, cheaper. Everything is it's easier for them, for the promoters.
Yusuf, it's no surprise right now that you're knocking on the top 10. I think everyone's
It's been a
every,
while. It's been a
everyone's
while.
aware. I think everyone's aware of it as well. I think everyone's saying you're probably the next one to crack into the top 10. And I mean, I think the most fun I have personally is to see battles between, I think, 9 to 15 ranked players. I think that's the most fun. You guys are all so in it to crack into it, but I'm
Yeah.
curious. Is this the season that you're hoping? I mean, I'm sure every season, so this is a stupid question, but every season you're hoping to crack into the top 10. But what are you making significant changes in your game to reach into it, or is it more just slight tweaks and match experience more so? Because I'm curious to hear how much improvement you can make at the level you guys are playing at the top.
It's lots of things. I think I have to improve. The thing is, like I try as much as I can to forget the ranking. It's hard. It's very hard, but I try as much as I can to forget the ranking and stick to the performance. I love seeing myself. Like if now we are in December, no, November, December, I have no idea. And then looking back, how was I performing last January?
Mm.
I love seeing this, and if I love seeing I'm in a better shape, I'm moving better, tactical, I'm better, physical, like my squash, like it's I don't know, I feel like my performance so far is going better. Um that's what I try to focus on. Definitely, I need to push more. I need to tactically to be better. I need to like to adjust. I love to contain players in terms of like contain players and then counter and then sometimes I need to do a bit more. So that's what I'm working on and yeah, I'm trying to be excited more than
Mm.
feeling why this is not happening right now. Why this is not happening right now. I wanna go there. I wanna go there. I think it's if I kept thinking about the ranking with this way, it would be not enjoyable and
Fair
it
enough.
would be very tough for yeah, it would be very tough for the head, and especially if I've been 11 for years or maybe a year and a bit. So yeah, so I try to focus on my performance, and I think my performance is way better than last season, and hopefully with this break and then back in January, hopefully I'll be performing even better.
And another question I had about this is that as someone who's in it in the 11 mark in the rankings, not to keep talking about the ranking part about it, but do you
Uh,
do you actually feel there's a huge level difference between the players you're playing at in the perhaps like 4 to 8 ranking versus someone like Youssef Ibrahim or Ali Abu or like Ian Yao? Or do you think it's all relatively the same? It's more so they have like more match experience?
be between ranking, which ranking? Like
Top 8 versus 11 to 15.
uh 16, 15.
Yeah.
Uh, it's a good question. I feel like definitely is different. I feel like they can beat the top guys from the 16, as you can see. Like, I'm not sure who's the 16 now. I think maybe Paris, or Ibrahim.
Yeah. Yeah.
They are decent. I think on their day, they are very tough on any player. Maybe I would say to be honest with you, the top four, maybe they showed they are way more consistent than
Hmm.
the lower bottom four, but still, like the top four, I feel like yeah, they're doing very very well not to lose from any of the players below them. Maybe the other top, the bottom four, yeah, they are okay. I feel like they can. No, a couple of times you can see like Yao, he beat Gawad before. I'm not sure with this. I have a terrible memory, but I think maybe Ibrahim did a couple of good wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like yeah, they can, this certain area, this certain ranking can, yeah, they can challenge more the bottom eight than the top eight, the top four. Sorry, the first, yeah,
And
and then the other one.
who in the top 10 do you hate playing the most?
I used to hate playing Tark. It's I don't know why, but I used to hate playing Tark. I don't know why. And then, but now, actually now I feel like maybe physically I'm better because I always feel it physically with him, because this soft drop shots goes in and
Yeah.
in and in, and then my quads, I have this quads it gets tired. So I'm hoping now I worked on my quads to stay with the to just to stay longer, and yeah, I'm just very, very actually excited now to go and challenge myself with him. But Tarek, yeah, Tarek is
He's a nightmare to play. Yeah, I'm sure.
yeah, he's a nightmare. I know some people say, okay, it's okay for them, but no, it's very tough for me.
It's super cool to get your insights, especially with where you're at with your level of squash. So I was asking you all those questions. So you're going to probably hate me now for asking these next couple questions because these
No,
are
no,
the
no,
questions.
but fine.
But you haven't been a stranger to controversial matches over the years.
I did lots of them, yeah.
And was hoping to
Yes,
get more of like your opinion, your side of the story, your opinions on these, because PSA doesn't do interviews after if you lose or anything. So
yeah.
wanted to ask you about I'd say one of the more recent controversial battles with Mohamed El Shorbagy at Gouna.
Oh, yeah.
Where it was almost spoiled over to fight. I was under the impression you guys were relatively friends before, but I'm sure that's never a thing on the court. But was curious to hear, what you thought, like, had that boil over? Were you expecting that type of match with him from the get-go? Like, what had happened for it to boil over that far?
No one expected this. I guess I don't think even Muhammad didn't expect that he will. I don't know. He will do this on court, but it was a weird match. Like I tried to stay calm as much as I can. I think ref, he didn't control the match at all, and yeah, like I have no idea. Like I have no idea. The thing when it happened, maybe the door incident, it was very weird. Like I was trust me, like when I was on court, part of me saying, "What the hell just what the fuck just happening?" Like I have no idea. Like it's very weird. If I try before matches to visualize every single scenario might happen. But with this kind
That
of
was not
match, no way no way I did uh, see this happening. But yeah, Muhammad, he said it like maybe he's going through tough times. I have no idea. He was trying to give himself extra boost, whatever it is. It was kind of definitely disrespectful but yeah, it is what it is. Sometimes with squash matches, I think stuff like this might happen, and people actually love it in a way. Like they love people love drama in a way, and I've
Here I
seen
am
matches.
asking these
Uh,
questions.
no. I mean, it's not just this match. This
Yeah.
match was I played a few others. People love the drama
Mm.
about the matches, and I feel like in every other any other sport, people love drama, love if there is anything. Mohammed, yeah, definitely. We both we were in Bristol. We trained together a little bit, and then yeah, we were good friends, okay friends. Uh,
Were you able to talk
but
to him
yeah, that's
after,
it.
or you haven't really talked to him?
Yeah, I think we had a conversation. And he was,
Mm.
to be honest, he was okay. He apologized and I don't know. I don't want to say lots of
Yeah, yeah.
info like
Make sure.
about what happened after, but I can I we were like I don't want to say like I'm not 100%, but I'm okay. Like yeah, whatever it is, whatever happened on court, I'm trying my best to keep it that way. To what happened on court, I try as much as I can to just keep it there and
Separate the
keep it there
two.
and separate the two and that's it. Maybe I don't have I'm not forced to go with him for a coffee, but he's still like he apologized and yeah, we have lots of memories together in Bristol
Yeah.
and he's yeah, this case is closed for me from in my head. The thing is, I was just focused on myself to get over it in my head, and I think now I got over it, and I'm very happy.
How long does it take for you if you have like a tough match or like a controversial match like that? How long does it take for you to get over it? Is
Get
it?
over it. It depends. It depends really. Like I think this one stayed with me for a bit.
Mm,
Because the thing is, everyone has his own opinion. You should have done that. You should have done this.
uh,
You should have. How come you should stay more calm? And then other ones say like, how come like you should have punched whoever did anything to you? It's everyone has his opinion, and the thing is, you won't go to everyone say can you keep your opinion to yourself? It's at the
mm.
end of the day, you are in the the squash community is very small. So every time I say to myself, Yusuf, this is nothing. If you're playing football, if you're playing any other sport, it would have been mad. So it's still like I think you can handle a couple of messages or people like trying to get into a conversation, saying what happened. It's okay, but it stayed for me for this one maybe a month or
Mm.
maybe slightly.
I see. And one more I was going to ask you about was the 2021 Black Ball Open with Mostafa Asal. I know that garnered so
Yeah,
much talk. I don't know if you saw YouTube videos made all about it. I don't know if you were able to
yeah,
see it, but and then I don't know if you are on the forums and communities, but everyone was talking about this.
yeah.
People were blaming it,
Okay.
both you and him, and I was curious. I'm sure you've processed that and you've gotten over it by now, but at the time,
Oh, 100%. Yes, for sure. At the time.
but yeah, I'm curious to get your thoughts at the moment, at the time, because we weren't really able to get your opinion right after it. So yeah, would be curious what you
Yeah.
thought of him, and especially with
I
Asal.
Asal, we had this, we had lots of feisty matches. We had one in Chicago, but there was no live streaming. We had another one in Pakistan I think there was no live streaming. So we had a couple of ones where it was
Mm.
very feisty. So I was expecting, it was just kind of the same, but, I think with like we know Asal now. We played the war teams together last year, and I think we're in a better relation. We have a good relationship now. But I mean, I just the thing what he was doing on court, and then I think you have to step up for yourself, kind of like sometimes you have to step up for yourself. If people like will say what people will keep saying, I look like what if he's blocking back or whatever, he's blocking or whatever. Well, come on, guys. Like if someone was the reason for every single the matches wasn't kind of okay at that time. He's better now, and I'm glad to see he's getting better. But at that time, I think he was like he was all the matches was lots of stoppages. Uh, so yeah, it was a difficult match. Mentally, I felt like same way with when he this injury happened. To be honest with you, I thought he was faking it. To be honest with you, I was hoping he was okay, but because he did the same thing in Chicago and same thing, literally the same thing, and he went out with a on a wheelchair. Uh, but yeah, I was just hoping that now maybe it was something maybe it was aggressive movement from me. I have no idea. I'm over it. I have no idea. I'm trying now when I'm talking to you to remind myself what exactly happened. But I remember there was an incident, and then I was sprinting, and I ran into him, and then I remember like his father shouting, "Physio, physio." Uh, but yeah, it was just a terrible, feisty match. With everyone loved the drama about it, but I didn't enjoy it at all. I didn't enjoy it at all. It was a weird match. It was just I'm happy to be in a better relationship with the guy now, and I got over it.
Do you
I,
do you
I
read
got over it.
do you read all the comments and stuff that are happening on social media, or do you stay away?
No, 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 no. I stay away. But at that time, I remember my parents. There was a group called I think that Scotch Stories,
Yeah.
and the other group. I think they were going hard on me, and then I think my mom and maybe my brother they were not happy about it. Uh, but I said the same thing. Mom, like I'm a squash player at the end of the day. That's nothing.
Yeah.
That's nothing. Like if I'm a football player, if I'm sometimes when they are what's happening while they are playing is unreal. Basketball players say same thing. So what's happening just to to handle a couple of comments, couple of posts, people say like, oh, look at this, what he's doing, look how bad this guy is. Like I know I did nothing. Between like just I believe like I did nothing, and just maybe I was trying to step up for myself.
Yeah.
That's it. And but it was like I had lots of friends that they say, when something, Yusuf, like whenever we are bored, we go and watch this match because how funny this match was. Like the drama and someone shouting from outside the court, physio, and what happened.
It's got to be like
Yeah,
top 5, top 3 most watched matches probably on PSA.
yeah,
And
maybe.
it's
I
got
have
to
no idea. I didn't watch the match, so I have no idea. It was nothing. There was no squash to watch. There's a thing about it. I don't think there was.
So people love watching
what?
not squash is the more.
I think so. People love, as I said, they love drama, and I have a few matches, a few dramatic matches.
So yeah, no, I know those were some uncomfortable questions. I'm really glad you were able to answer those, and also sharing your perspective. It's pretty cool to hear how chill you are about it and how you compare it to other sports. I know I've heard some stories about how like basketball players get death threats by fans for not hitting their sports betting stuff. Like fans will absolutely rip them apart.
Yeah, it's I feel like we're so lucky with
Yeah. I know in the Shorbagy match you were saying how you hope that the ref took control of the match better, right? And I
Yeah.
was going to ask you, what you hope the refereeing initiative could be better in terms of these matches that would help. I know they've done so many different types of initiatives. Like nowadays, you just can't talk back, it seems. And was curious to get your thoughts on what you think would be best.
Well, as soon as someone just any movement, any like you feel like there is any movement, it's a stroke against you, and that's it. It's be harsh, kind of harsh, that kind of make the player edgy. That's all right. I need to give him a space. I need to give him a space. If I had like if I'm making myself big in a way that's bothering the other player, okay, stroke. And then I will make myself small the next time. Like I will literally, I will shrink the next time. Hey, okay, let's go and get the ball because I don't want to stroke against you. I think this is how it works. And if any smart player, he will adjust to the ref and he won't just take his space and then make it terrible for the people who's watching. And the thing is, as well, like I know that people love drama, but as well, that's not what we're training for. Need the rallies. We need to work on the tactics. We need to this we try to train for this kind of I feel less. It's pretty much easy. If any movement is stroke against you, and that's it. That's it.
Yeah, I see.
Don't tell me the quality of the shot. I hate this. Don't make a movement, a massive movement, and say the quality was too good. No, it's a massive movement. If the quality is good, it's fine. Don't don't make just you have to take action. It doesn't matter how good is the shot.
Youssef, I'm going to kind of steer away from all this now. You're based back in Egypt now, right?
I'm in Cairo.
Okay. And you were in
based in
Bristol.
Cairo.
You were based in Bristol for a bit. Why did you
I
move?
used to live in Bristol.
Why did you move from Egypt to Bristol at the
I
time?
went I went to university there. So I did a foundation. The university in the UK is 3 years, but I did a foundation. So yeah, I lived there for 4 years. And I tried to do masters, so it's 5 years and a bit. But I said to myself, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with the education.
And I was going to ask, what was the main difference in terms of squash environment there? The training that you had in Bristol versus training in Egypt. Do you prefer one or the other? Both were great or very difficult in Bristol?
Well, in Bristol, I feel like I learned a lots of stuff, but maybe not more, not like I learned more about life more than sport.
Yeah.
And I think I enjoyed Bristol so much, and I have zero regret going there. It was very good. I got educated. Like I didn't, I wasn't focused really, when my high school. So I went there. I got educated a bit, and then I learned how to live by myself and how to man up in a way. Like I was very. The thing in Egypt, our parents they spoil us in a way. Like everything is pretty much is done for you. You just need to go train, sleep, eat. That's it. But in when you go to the UK, you need to cook for yourself. You need to do laundry. You need to socialize. You need to do or whatever assignments. It's lots of stuff, and I wasn't very organized. So I need to work on myself. Need to work on my character. It was very good in for my self growth. And I did enjoy it. I really met lots of people that really had a big impact on my life. So I love Bristol. The squash there is not as intense as Cairo. It's not as intense as Cairo for sure. But still, it was good. We had Hayden Stiff, which is one of the top coaches, and I had really good fitness. My strength and conditioning there was Lil Wellen. It was very good as well. Like I really enjoyed the team over there. But I feel like definitely Egypt is better, especially with the matches you get here. It's crazy. Like you won't get it somewhere else.
Right.
Uh, so yeah, it's different. Training, if you if you're talking just about training, definitely Egypt is better. But for I think for the 4 years in Bristol, I learned a lot
Mm,
of stuff. I'm very glad that I did this move.
I see. That's interesting perspective. I mean, learning about life is can't be bad, so that's good.
Well, it's learning about life and about the character as well.
Yeah.
The character, I felt like the growth in my character was crucial, was crucial. So
Mm,
I'm very glad about this as well. Maybe it helped me as well as a squash player as well,
right. No,
because character it reflects on court for sure.
that's good. I was also going to ask you about, how you were saying how your relationship with Asal got better through World Team Championships. And I know you guys, Egypt won the World Team Championships last year in New Zealand. And it's always interesting for me to see squash being probably one of the most ultimate individual sports out there. And then you had to do this World Team Championships and you get, obviously I'm sure you get better relationships. And at the time, I think it was you, Farag, Hesham, and Asal. Do you like, I guess I'm saying all this to ask, do you like getting closer to players on tour, or does that not help with competing with them?
I'm okay. Like, if anyone is nice to me and look, I feel like squash stuff and squash is, you need to, I love if someone, I have a nice conversation
Mm.
with anyone. I love conversations outside of squash as well. Like, some people, they are very into squash, and every single topic is about squash.
Yeah.
That's just too much. But if someone like is a nice guy and like we will have a conversation, we go for a coffee
Mm-hmm.
and we speak about life. I love this. I love this. And the squash, it can get very lonely as well.
Yeah.
So you need to have friends. You need to have friends. So it was good. We definitely, we were trying, like everyone has his sense of humor. Asal has his own sense of humor. Mazen is crazy. He has his own sense of humor as well. Farag, I know, like Farag is more like older brother and he has his own sense of humor as well, but it's different than the other two. Like, but it was a good, was a very good trip. In terms of squash, I will be honest with you, it was boring. It was very boring. I play. I'm not in the team. I'm playing. I'm a substitute. I don't know. Like it's very boring. You play the matches and
Competition isn't that
like
great.
you play. The competition is not that great. And we went to New Zealand, so we went early, and then it was very boring. But I mean, it was all about the final.
Mm-hmm.
I think, yeah, it was all about the final. I think Marwan and Mohamed, they did this move to England, so it was a big thing in the media here in Egypt. So all of us had a lot of pressure. I
Mm.
think Asal did very well against Marwan, and Ali did very, very well against Mohamed, and Mohamed played very well that day. So yeah, it was this pressure that I just needed to handle it from outside. So, uh, but it was a good feeling, and it was as I said, like it was different, boring in terms of squash, good in terms like you definitely get you bond with the
Mm-hmm.
with the team. You get to see each other. Like we don't really see each other during the PSA tournaments as much. So yeah, it's different. And it was very good trip, very good trip.
You were mentioning there that it was a big deal in Egyptian media with the Shorbagy brothers moving to UK. Was Can you expand on that? What was it like in the Egyptian media about that?
Uh, well, I lived with Muhammad Marwan, so I knew like they are British citizens because they lived there for ages, like
Mm-hmm.
but I think it was kind of in Egypt, especially with the Olympics as well coming. They were saying like, look at the other countries, they are buying our players. They are, like, they are taking our players. and it was a big thing. It was a big thing, and no one understood anything in the Egyptian media. Uh, but yeah, I think it was lots of. I think we were all saying like if we lost this final, I we have to escape Egypt for a bit. We have to escape Egypt for a bit because yeah, it would have been terrible for uh, would have been terrible. But I mean, still like it was okay. And I think as I said, Ali and Asal, they did great for with handling the pressure, and they did very well.
I mean, I had one of the questions lined up as with the Olympic situation, and I know that there's a whole lot of buzz with it might only be like 2 players per country. That means only 2 players from Egypt. And I was curious, have you thought about other places for citizenship? Have governments reached out to you? What do you think is going to happen? Probably not.
No, my plans so far is just to be top 2 in my country and to go there with my ranking. That's what my plan so far. Uh, yeah, that's it. No one, I think people going crazy about this. People are reaching out. Did anyone reach out to you? No one did. But for me, I'm talking about this my personal experience, but I'm not sure about the others. But yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm training for, and we'll see how it go.
I see. I guess it seemed it was getting blown out of proportion there, but the last thing I wanted to ask you was, I think it was a year ago where Shorbagy had posted something regarding you and with lack of sponsorships you were receiving. And
Yeah.
as a player of your caliber and your level, ranked 11 in the world, usually we see players have sponsorships splattered all over their kits. And I was curious why there aren't any on your kits. I think you just have the club represented on your Technofiber kits.
Uh, yeah, I have no idea, but the thing is, I'm not seeing myself still as a victim at all. I know maybe there's lots of players below my ranking. They have sponsors. Definitely the ones above me, they do have maybe 1 or 2 main sponsors. But as I said, I'm not seeing myself as a victim. It's okay. If maybe I'm not lucky enough to have sponsor yet, it's totally fine. I think it's coming. It will come eventually. I'm not worried, and financially I'm doing okay. So it's fine. Definitely you need sponsors. Definitely need sponsors. Definitely you have to go and try to reach out to them and try to have a good image to represent them. But yeah, I'm not very worried about this, and I think the idea of this thing as a test for myself, not to see myself as a victim. It's okay. I feel like it's all good, and as I said, I'm switching all my focus about my performance. I always say to myself, you need just to get better, because in Egypt it's very tough to stand out.
Right.
It's very tough to stand out, so it's just I need to get better. I need to yeah, to improve. Maybe what's my next goal? Definitely to do this milestone top 10, but to be realistic, I don't want to be top. Maybe I want to be top 8 to just to be more to have more to challenge the top guys in the platinums and these kind of tournaments. That's why I'm trying to shift my focus on. If I focused on this victim thing, is not healthy. So yeah.
Oh, that's very good mindset. I'm going to wrap up in terms of the questions, and I'll do some more fun stuff now.
Here we go. Done with the tricky one.
Done with the tricky ones. I'll do some fun ones now. We're going to start this off. We're going to do the quick fire and we're going to do the blind rankings first. Do you know the blind rankings?
Okay.
Have you heard of blind rankings? I'll give you blind rankings. So I'll give you a player's name and you rank them without knowing what name is coming next.
Okay. Okay.
And I'll give you five names. Yeah. Okay. First name is Ali Farag.
Okay. Ali 2.
Next name, Gregor Gaultier.
3.
Mohamed El Shorbagy.
Okay. Okay, 1.
Nick Matthew.
Okay, 5. There's no other option, right?
Amr Shabana.
Shabana is my favorite. Okay.
So you'll be
I
4.
have no option, right?
I'll let you swap one then.
Where?
I'll let you swap one at the very end. So, which one would you swap?
It's tough to swap one. I think my Mohamed I see is the top of the list, and maybe it's Mohamed, Shabana Ali, Gucci.
All right.
So if I need to do a whole new rank.
Okay, so I'll do the quick fire segment.
Okay.
First question is favorite ref on tour.
Okay, Roy Ginger. Tough, but he is nice guy.
Nice guy. Best dressed player on tour.
Best dressed. Okay, Miguel is like he has his own passion. Like no one has his own character with passion. So Miguel, I was thinking.
Miguel. And how about worst dressed player?
Oh, plenty.
Plenty.
I'm trying to think someone that he won't take it personal. Okay, I would say, but it's funny in a way. We have this. It was hard.
That's a good one. How about who would you like amongst the players? Would you like to see in the commentators booth?
Burnett.
Yeah, good one. I mean, I don't know if.
Yeah, it's. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure if that's I'm not sure they would be allowed.
I'm not sure he will be allowed or not, but he has a very strong opinion on every single player, and yeah, maybe he needs to be more. He can say things more nicer in a way, and he will be able to.
That's good. How about best and worst organized tournament of the calendar year?
Qatar is the best organized tournament.
Everyone.
US Open is.
Oh wow.
Kind of. I'm not a big fan of the US Open.
Do you mind explaining why it's so shit?
We got better this year, but I remember playing in US Open and everyone is crossing by. I don't know. There's no. I feel like everyone is staying in. Everyone's saying this guy's staying this Airbnb. This guy is staying with it. Like I'm not. I don't feel like the tournament vibe. Like I feel like I don't feel like it's a well organized tournament in a way. But it's definitely it keeps getting better. It keeps getting better. Let's keep it like it's that way. It keeps getting
fair enough. Coaching post career, is that something you do?
I'm hoping not. I don't know. Maybe I'm hoping not. I did a few camps and
nightmare.
It's no, it's not nightmare. Definitely you enjoy it, but I mean to do this for living and keep getting the hours in. It's I'm not sure I will enjoy it. Maybe I will do it for a couple of hours. Someone that I believe that I can help. But yeah, it's very tough for the people that do lots of hours, just coaching. The last few sessions you're not there. You're just feeding the ball, but your head is not there. I'm hoping not.
Makes sense. Most underrated player on tour.
Trying to think. I don't know. Underrated. Maybe Greg Loban. I feel like Greg Loban is he's a player that he will go with anyone. He wants to win. Like some players they are okay. You feel like if you went with the top guys, they won't fight. No, I feel Greg actually
it's a good
underrated. He goes there and then he tries to win, and
he tries. It's a very good pick.
He shows character.
Yeah. Someone picked you for the last episode for this question.
Well, I was about to say like maybe I'm underrated, but it's fine.
Yeah, no, Amir Evans said it was you last episode. So,
Okay, that was good.
how about you're gonna hate this one? Most overrated player on tour.
Plenty as well.
Plenty of.
Uh, no, I don't know. I feel like it would be.
Will you say it?
I have no idea.
All right, I'm gonna switch
No.
I'll switch the question. I guess you did answer it a little earlier, but one player you hate playing the most on tour right now.
I think I would hate playing Abulgar because he's a very close friend of mine. So I hate doing this extra bit, and so Abulgar will be my top pick.
Also, his attacking game. I'm sure the quads.
He's very attacking. He's very attacking. Yes, but yeah, I think I will. For mentally, it will be. I have to switch.
Yeah.
Myself and try to be aggressive, and so it's easy to play someone that you don't really like.
Fair enough. Well, yeah, that's what I have for the quick fire segment, and I'll probably wrap it up there. And I just want to say a big thank you to Youssef for joining in.
Yeah. Thanks, Sean.